We are back with another monthly wrap-up of some of the weird, bizarre, and even scary news to come out of Japan over the last month. So, what happened over the last month or so? Let's take a look. Number 1. Let's kick this month off with a strange bit of almost whimsical crime. On August 29th this year, a 57-year-old man from Ito City in Shizuoka Prefecture was arrested for stealing. And what exactly was it that he was stealing? Well, the nozzles from the end of fire hoses. In fact, it seems he was rather busy, as police suspected he stole over 100 of them. Police ended up finding 48 nozzles in locations linked to the man, but while he was still out and about while under investigation, well, it seems he just couldn't give up on his beautiful, precious nozzles. On September 18th, he was arrested once again for stealing yet another one. The man admitted to the charges, and police are still investigating to find out where he may have stashed even more of his stolen goodies. Number 2. These days, I'm sure most of us want to escape reality in one way or another. Things are tough out there. I see you. I understand you. We've got this. But one man from Kanagawa Prefecture decided to take fate into his own hands and escape reality in his own way, by walking naked down the street. Around 11:30 a.m. on September 30th, pedestrians were shocked when they spotted a 27-year-old office worker suddenly disrobe on the street in Wacant City, Hokkaido. As he walked down the street, as naked as the day he was born, police were called and they arrested him on the spot. When they asked him what he was doing, he reportedly said, "I came to Hokkaido to escape reality." I'm not sure how walking naked down a cold street relates to escaping reality, but hey, a jail cell for indecent exposure probably brought him back to sad reality once more. Number 3. As you may or may not know, I worked as an English teacher for quite some time in Japan. I know how hard it can be to get kids interested in learning a foreign language they're forced to study, even if it's something they have no interest in. Well, last month, it was reported that an English ALT at a school in Niigata made a very excellent choice by having her students learn English by playing, well, PT. Yes, that playable teaser for the Silent Hill game we sadly never got. Of course, they had to play it in English, but learning it in a natural environment, as opposed to the rote learning of "I like cats" from a textbook, certainly had them all involved and interested, and the added layer of excitement from the jump scares and such helped ensure they learnt some English they'd never, ever forget. Number 4. On October 26th, monks in Yao City, Osaka, held a massive memorial service. This thankfully wasn't a memorial service for any sort of human disaster, but rather for dolls. An absolutely massive memorial service for over 50,000 dolls. The monks have been holding this service for over 20 years now, with this year marking the 21st anniversary of their doll memorial service. At first, they only received around 3,000 dolls, but in recent years, that number has grown to around 50,000. It costs 3,000 yen to participate, and these funds cover the cost of running the memorial, while the rest is then donated to the local community. Number 5. As someone who has had cats all my life, I know very well just how challenging they can be sometimes. I use that word with love. And last month, a tweet went viral when a cat owner shared, well, some of their own challenges in living with the wild, ferocious, domestic cat. Living with a cat, it simply said. And what else needs to be said, really? When asked about the photos, the owner, who reportedly has 4 cats and regularly tweets about them, mentioned that the 2 food shots were from when they forgot to clean up after dinner. Naturally, the cats helped. And the toilet roll was simply one they forgot to put away. As for the couch, well, I'm sure all of us cat owners can relate to that one. Wonderful, amazing creatures that enrich our lives. But also wanton destruction machines that live only to destroy. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Number 6. I don't know about you guys, but coming home to find food I didn't buy in my fridge might be a little weird. But hey, in this economy, we don't look a gift food in the mouth, or something. At any rate, a homeowner found himself facing this very same scenario when he visited a house he owned on September 22nd and found a packet of udon in the fridge. This was extra weird, however, as this house is currently vacant. No one lives there. He installed security cameras to get to the bottom of things, and 4 days later, recorded a 39-year-old man entering the house. Was he the owner of the mystery noodles? Well, no. He was just there to rob the place, and finding nothing, he left. Police arrested the man roughly 2 weeks later, and he admitted to the charges of breaking and entering, but so far, nobody has stepped up to claim the noodles. And so, the mystery continues. Number 7. Fujitsu has come up with a fascinating and tasty way to promote their newest, incredibly lightweight laptop by opening a pop-up bento store. How are these related? Well, stick with me. We'll get there eventually. This store, which was open only from October 29th to October 31st, offered what they called the FM Vento U, a pun using the word bento and the name of their new laptop, the FMV Note U. This bento weighs the same as their new light laptop, coming in at just 634 grams, and is designed to look like the type of graphs you might see at work. While you're buying your bento, you can also check out their new laptop that's on display. Good food, new technology, what's not to like? But that's not all. They also offered an interesting discount. If you took your current laptop and let the staff weigh it, the bigger the weight difference compared to the FMV Note U, the more of a discount you got. Yep, take them a fat laptop and get a hefty discount off your bento. Nice. Of course, this was all designed to show off just how lightweight their new laptop was, but hey, a discount is a discount. Number 8. Have you ever wanted to own a manhole cover? Because let's be real, who at some point in their life hasn't wanted to own a manhole cover? Well, Anzhou City in Aichi Prefecture has got you covered. Supposing you have enough money to take part in their upcoming auction, that is. Running from December 1st to January 5th, bids for this historic manhole covers will start at just 3,000 yen. Being an auction, they will of course be sold to the highest bidder. Manholes must be regularly replaced, and so the city is using this as an opportunity to gather more funds for other construction projects in the city, rather than just tossing them out. Which I'm sure would actually make for an epic, if painful, game of frisbee. But hey, that's why I don't run cities, I guess. Number 9. Another tweet went viral this month for collating all the data of municipalities in Japan that have seen bear sightings this year. And well, the picture speaks for itself, doesn't it? If you're unfortunate enough to live in Akita, Iwate, Yamagata, Toyama, or Fukui prefectures, then every single municipality in these areas had bear sightings this year. It's only once you go further south, like Kyushu, where it seems you can finally be free of the large furry menaces. Ironically, Kyushu's mascot is Kumamon, the bear. So it seems he's doing his job of keeping the other bears away quite well, or something. Either way, that is a hell of a lot of bears. So if you're out there, stay safe. And maybe carry some Kumamon goods to see if that keeps them away, just in case. Number 10. And finally this month, you may remember a video we posted a few months back about the town in Aichi Prefecture that was attempting to limit the community's usage of smartphones to just 2 hours a day for leisure. How they expected to actually do anything with this limit remains unknown, but it would seem that they actually passed their smartphone ordinance. Yes, if you live in Toyoake, you're now officially only allowed 2 hours of leisure time on your phone a day. That's it. And how is the government going to stop you? Well, they're not. At the end of the day, it's still just a guideline, and even if they did have a way of measuring how long you're on your phone for, and whether that's considered leisure time or not, you still won't be punished for going over the limit. So, why does it exist then? Well, as with many things, I assume it's just performative and nothing else. But hey, people are totally gonna get off their phones after 2 hours now, because some politician said they should. That's how these things work, after all. And that's just some of the weird, bizarre, terrifying, and also kind of funny news that came out of Japan last month. But what about you guys? Hear of anything odd or terrifying? Weird or funny? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you again next time.